Artificial intelligence is advancing at a fast pace, and some people are worried that the jobs they've spent their entire lives working could be gone in the blink of an eye.
The fear is that jobs could be turned over to computers and machines that could complete tasks more efficiently. 2 News reporter Sarah Taj Singh is asking questions about that possibility as we explore the ongoing high-tech transition and the emergence of AI.
There's a growing fear that artificial intelligence will vastly affect the job market, causing many jobs to disappear, replacing people with something we can't even see. I spoke with experts and people here in the Miami Valley about where AI stands right now and what its growth could mean in the near future.
Stability is the biggest thing in the job market.
Antonio Mobley is the Public Information Officer for Montgomery County Business Services. He says the county has not seen a decrease in jobs due to AI, but the county is aware of what the technology could mean for companies.
AI is it's a very innovative tool. One click of a button, you can have everything that you ask for in a blink of an eye.
And people are quick to give their thoughts on AI. 2 News asked viewers on Facebook about the technology, and opinions varied. Some residents are aware of the emergence, with one saying it will probably eventually alter the job market, but it's going to be a while still, because there are still quite a few errors with it. Others say that AI can't drive a semi for now, while others theorize that it might be people with AI experience and not the technology that could take jobs instead. One viewer states that he works in informational technology and says that working with AI, he is not worried as it uses generalized commands, while others tell me it's something we'll be able to manage moving forward.
Well, it's going to change it. Now, I don't know what it's going to do to impact people's jobs and stuff like that, but like everything else, we have to go with the change.
I do think there are more assistive technologies that AI can help in current job markets, so I don't think it's going to eliminate or cause a huge effect on overall.
Some people don't agree. One person who wished to remain anonymous says that she is worried about the future.
So what part of it makes you really worried?
Because I have always thought that computers would eventually take over jobs. So yeah, it does worry me. Because it's real.
A recent Future of Jobs survey from the World Economic Forum illustrates opinions on artificial intelligence from a variety of employers on how it would shape their company by 2030. 77% of those surveyed said that they would reskill or upskill that existing workforce, and other companies state desires to look to candidates that have AI experience. But the survey also showed that 41% expect to downsize their workforce and utilize AI. Mobley believes downsizing should be avoided, citing more benefits for upskilling workers.
I would say it's unfortunate. I feel that they should, teach AI and reshape their job description into the role that they're in now to continue to boost company morale and to keep those workers around.
Experts say it's not just stability, but adaptability that is going to be key in the future job market. Many companies will be exploring the use of AI in their day-to-day workflow, so Mobley says you should as well to maximize your chances in an evolving job market. In studio, Sartaj Singh, 2 News.